Hello everyone. In last class, we start a new chapter AC circuits. We learn the introductory part on the AC circuits. What are the AC circuit, difference between the AC and DC. Then what are the inductive reactance, capacitive reactance, alternating EMF, and when the EMF is applied across a resistor. Okay, that is the introductory part. Then the next important part is the complex numbers. Okay, what are the complex number? The numbers which have both real numbers, both real part and imaginary part. Okay, we know that if A and B are any two real numbers, the quantity A plus JB, see, the quantity A plus JB is called a complex numbers. Okay, the quantity A plus JB is called a complex number. It is denoted by a letter Z. Here A and B are any two real numbers. A and B are any two real numbers. Then the quantity A plus JB is called a complex numbers, where the value of J is under the square root of -1. Okay, the value of J is root of -1. Obviously, A be the real part and JB is the imaginary part. Imaginary part. Understood? What are the complex numbers? The complex numbers having both real part and imaginary part are called the complex numbers. It is denoted by a letter Z. Then the value of J is under the square root of -1. That is the important for your examination. Okay, note down it properly. Then the quantity under the square root of a square plus b square under the square root of a square plus b square, that is equal to r. Okay, is called the modulus of complex numbers. This value under the square root of a square plus b square, that is equal to r, is called the modulus of complex number. If we write the value of a is r cos theta and the value of b is r sin theta. If a is equal to r cos theta and b is equal to r sin theta, then we get, put the values of a and b in this, we get z is equal to r, get common outside, j sin theta plus cos theta. Okay, here theta is the argument of the complex number. What is theta? Theta is the argument of the complex numbers. Okay, then if we write z bar is equal to a minus of jb, then z and z bar are the complex conjugates of each other. Okay, understood? You have to understood it properly because it is important part regarding your examination. Complex numbers. Okay, the imaginary quantity j is the imaginary quantity. Its value is under the square root of -1, can be used as an operator. J is equal to under the square root of -1. It is the operator. Then as the j has the value of under the square root of -1, then we get the value of j square is -1, and further it can be solved. For the j cube we get minus of j, and for the j raised to 4 we get +1. Okay, like that the value of the j operator varies. If we multiply any vector, say b bar, by a j square, see here we get one vector b bar and we multiply it by j square, then we get the value of j square is minus 1. Okay, the value of j square is minus 1, hence we get minus of b bar. Thus the sign is reverse, which shows on multiplying vector b bar by j square, it is reverse or it is rotated through 180 degree. It is rotated through 180 degree, as a vector j square rotates a vector b bar through 180 degree. J square rotates a vector b bar through 180 degree. Hence, we assume that the factor j rotates through a 90 degree. Okay, the j rotates a vector b bar through 90 degree. Therefore, j b bar represents a vector b bar turned through a 90 degree. Thus, j can be looked upon as an operator turning a vector b bar through 90 degree on multiplication. Understood? The j operator, their values, and j square, when we multiply j square with a vector b bar, it rotates through a 180 degree. Hence, the j rotates a vector b bar through 90 degree. Okay. Then, the representation of complex numbers. How it represents? If a bar and b bar are the vectors in the same direction, then jb bar and a bar are the vectors perpendicular to each other. See in diagram, this is the imaginary part, this is the on y axis we have the imaginary axis, and on x axis there is a real axis. Okay, then the position vector of any point P may be represented by a vector O P bar. This is O P bar, this is OA bar, and this is the A P bar. The value of OA is A bar. The value of OA is A bar, A be the real number, then AP bar is J into B, that is it has the imaginary number. Then we get OP bar is R bar, that is equal to A bar plus J B bar. Obviously, OA is equal to A, AP is equal to B, and OP is equal to R, and R be the under the square root of A square plus B square. The real part is represented on the x-axis called the real axis, and the imaginary part JB bar is represented on the y-axis called the imaginary axis. If a angle POX is equal to theta, then this angle is theta, then A is equal to R cos theta and B is equal to R sin theta. Then we also write that OP bar is equal to R cos theta plus JR sin theta. Then from the figure we get tan of theta is equal to B by A, or theta is equal to tan inverse of B by A. We know that the exponential forms of the cos theta and sin theta are given as the exponential forms of the cos theta and sin theta are given as cos of theta is equal to epsilon raised to j theta plus epsilon raised to minus of j theta upon 2 and cos theta is equal to epsilon raised to j theta minus epsilon raised to minus of j theta upon 2 respectively. Then the quantity r of cos theta plus j sin theta can be written as r into epsilon raised to j theta. The whole quantity r cos theta plus j sin theta can be written as r into epsilon raised to j theta. Obviously, r cos theta minus j sin theta we get r epsilon raised to minus of j theta, and r cos theta plus j r sin theta we get r epsilon plus j theta. Shows that the r cos theta is the real part and r sin theta is the imaginary part in the quantity r epsilon raised to j theta. It should be also noted that for convenience we write r is equal to a plus jb, that is equal to r cos theta plus j sin theta, that is equal to r epsilon raised to j theta to denote a vector r bar. That is, sometimes we drop the bar sign in the vector, therefore through OP is equal to r represents a complex number a plus jb. Here OP bar is equal to r, that is equal to a plus jb, and that is equal to r of cos plus j sin theta, that is r epsilon raised to j theta. This is regarding the representation of complex numbers. Okay. In this class we studied what are the complex numbers, their real part, imaginary part, how it represented, the values of j operator. Okay. I hope you all get it. Thank you.